Hello, Asia, and we are again. This time it's PYS number 5, group final, and we are going out with GV. They are out on the hour against E7, so that's going to be a great match. They are going out on Hellas, I believe. So let's have a quick overview of Hellas. Where is Hellas? Hellas, where are you? Oh, you're not here. That's so annoying, isn't it? Oh, dearie me, I thought I had a Hellas. Clearly I don't, so let me just quickly do a Hellas. Oh, dearie me. See, I need to get all these sorted out into videos, really, let's be honest. It'd be much easier for me then. Let's just quickly click on it, roll it, move forward a little bit, and get out of there. Booyaka! As you do. I really thought I had a Hellas. Anyway, there we go. Quit. That's how quick it is. Disband, dismiss, boom, we've gone, do that, click that, play that. There we go. Now we're into Hellas. Yeah, man. Hellas is always an interesting map. So let's get up high and see what we can potentially see. So Hellas, this is it. It's a Greek area from ancient Greece, yes. So what were you going to expect here? Well, you can expect the clans taking some of their tanks, maybe a Vickers if they're not going for a C-strap, to come here and have a quick look-see to see what's going around, what they can spot. If they are doing a C-strap, well, they'll send their mediums and their lights up here, trying to get that C-cap. With the rest of the team, some of them bunkering down around here. If however they're going for the A-cap, then you get them coming in here, then if they're being overly aggressive, they'll come down whilst leaving a tank in the A-cap and put the pressure, on the B-cap. And that's what they generally try and do, and they can do it from this side as well, and that sometimes happens. From the other spawn, well, you've got, again, the C-cap. They'll get their tanks over into these areas around here, like the Vickers and the T-22, initially just to get the spots. Sometimes they'll even go as far as this bush to get those spots to see what's going down. If they're being aggressive again, then they'll send their heavies around here, try and get that B-cap, then push down into those two bits there, staying hull down in their E5s. We're using gun depression to put a bit of pressure on. 9 times out of 10, you get the majority of the brawling and the battles around this area, and if we're lucky, around this area. But it depends, it depends on the meta, and it depends on what strats they are utilising. So that is Hellas. What about the decider? Well, I didn't check, so I'm a bit of a muppet, so I need to check. Yes, I do. Da-da-da-da. GV, there we go. And they're going out on Port Bay. Oh, Port Bay. All-time favourite of everybody is Port Bay. Do I have a Port Bay? Please tell me I've got Port Bay. Yes, I have. There we go. Ah, Port Bay. Interesting map during randoms. Why? Because everybody goes to sea. That's why. So in randoms, everybody goes to sea, and the aim is to get your mediums and your lights over into that corner. And that's not the same here. If they are going to go, then what they will send is you get like an E5 room, a Crown Dragon parks here. Why? Because then if there's anything on the C-cap, you can reset it. They will then send their mediums and their lights up to this area, over the ridge, just to about here to get those spots. Unless, of course, they're doing on a full C-strap. If they are doing a full C-strap, then you'll get them sending some of their lights and mediums over this side of the map, just to see if there's anything there, just to counter it. And then, like in randoms, you'll get a bit of a brawl around here. That's not always the case. What generally happens is you get to see a mouse or an E100, and they'll be down here, side scraping off these buildings, unless of course they're being really aggressive, and then they'll be parked around here, side scraping off this side. It's not uncommon to see, say, like a Crown Wagon or an E5 parked here, just to give a bit of support. They then push round, send a tank like an IS-4, Crown Wagon or an E5 into this coal pile. Reason being, you can stay nicely hauled down, and you can get some good resets onto that A-cap, which is always a good thing. They'll then move around, not aggressively. They'll probably get as far as this building at first, or even go wide around this area, and try and put a bit of pressure on. From the other side, well, you haven't got a coal pile, but you've got a nice all down area here where you can put your E5s. And it's not uncommon to see them sticking a tank on this rock pile around here. Because again, not only do you get a good reset on the A cap, but you also get to see if anything spotted good shots over the back there where you normally get a TD and people camping in public games. But you can also get shots down that B lane. Heavies, well again, you can get them super heavy on here, a mouse on E100. They'll either be here, or if they're feeling really aggressive, around here, or even as far forward as this. Sometimes they even have some support here, because you can, at a push, you know, really support out here. If they're going for C, well, pretty much the similar. They'll go here, get those spots. If nothing's there, then they'll then push over. And we'll see what it does. But again, it all depends, realistically, what meta they are taking and what position on their strats they're taking. Are they going aggressive? Are they going less aggressive? We just do not know until we get into the room. Now, we haven't got the room invite yet. We'll be getting it shortly, so I'm going to have a sip of my coffee. Let's see if I've got... there we go. I'm just going to get something up and running here whilst we're doing that. Let me just have a look at the standings. So at the moment, E7 are riding 6th in the table, so in the top 8, and GV are riding 5th. So next to nothing between them, it's like 100 cups. So both clans will be looking to keep their place in that top 8. That's what they want to do, and that's what they need to do. We've now had the invite, I believe, so let's get over there. Let's click into the room and then click back out again. So, in, ready, out. And that's what we're looking to do today. It's going to be an interesting one. As I said, these two pretty close in the table, to be fair. It's not like they're not close, because they are very close. Yes, indeed. When you've only got 100 things sort of separating it, it's 100 cups separating the two. It's not exactly massive, is it? Don't forget, I'm not the only one streaming today. Wild Ones Helper is also streaming if you want to know how to get there. Wow, click this cup in your garage, go on to current, go on to final stage, go on to streams, and there you have it. You've got me here, GV versus E7, and you have Wild Ones Helper Cats versus ECG. We're following through the group, so even if the teams that we're following go out, we will go through the group all the way to the final. So it's not like the end of the world. Well, you'll get to see all the action. Anyway, just under 3 minutes, so we've got E7 that is going to be on the north spawn and GV on the south spawn. Okay. Just waiting for them all to come in now. Looks like E7's team has turned up. They haven't picked their meta selection as of yet, though. GV, well, it'll be interesting to see how they play this. I mean, they had an up and down game yesterday, a bit like my ping on the Asian server. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Anyway, I'm going to have some more coffee, if you don't mind. I'm going to sip a bit more. It's just the way it works, guys. I'm hoping that we'll get quite a lot of interest in the Asian tours. I mean, there's been quite a bit of interest in the streams, a little bit more than usual. But by all means, guys, if you're new to the stream or you've been watching the stream regularly, doing the tournaments, by all means, feel free to share your views and thoughts and observations and even recommendations on how we can make this better to be more engaging, because that's the whole idea. Get more people interested. Yes, that's what we need. The more people who are interested, the better they become, eh? Still just under 1.5 minutes. Still waiting for GV. E7 are starting to pick their meta and ready up. We have so far Nat backwards in an E5. 7 Ruler potentially in a Kranwagen. Maddoxcom in an E5. Yoritart in an E5. Alex in a Kranwagen, Nuggies in Fries in a VK90, and Pink Puffins in a Kranwagen. The VK90 is classified as a super heavy, so we're not being hard done by here. We are getting to see a super heavy, which is nice. Still waiting for GV, so they haven't got a full team as of yet, and now we've got less than a minute, so they need to get a wriggle on to be fair. Come on, guys, get it. There we go. You see, you say it, it happens. I'd love to interact with you guys in the chat and on the stream, but it's pretty difficult with the delay, and you know, that presents problems. But we can adapt, improvise, and overcome. I do get to read all the messages in the chat. So GV are now here. They've got less than 30 seconds to go. So far we have Berlin in the IS-4, Yogang Govinda in an E5, Liski in an IS-4, Rome in an SDB-1, and Tokyo in a Kranwagen. Capricorn in Monaco is still yet to ready up, and they're potentially in E5s. Rome is potentially changing his mind with about 10 seconds to go. Yes, he goes into a Vickers. Capricorn into an E5, Monaco into an E5. So it's clear that GV are going more for the mobility side rather than the heavy side. That may mean they're going to either A or C and bypassing, sorry, they're going all to C and bypassing the A and the B scenario. Although Liski is in an IS-4, so could it potentially get into that cap. The other side, well, they're probably looking to dominate around the B cap, although they do have a little bit of hold down in mobility, so it's not unexpected to see the Kranwagens and the E5s heading towards the middle area, in between the caps, towards the C. We will find out shortly. You just can never tell, to be honest with you. Excuse the hat again, but I've been out and about and it's hot out there. Let's get up high and to the back of the map. You can see here that E7 do have the hit point advantage. That is mainly because they have that VK90. So we've got Rome in the Vickers going to the spotting bush that I pointed out, and there you go, straight into it. Berlin, Liski, both in the IS-4s, well, they're going to take positions overlooking the A cap. The E5's Monaco, Yogang and Govinda staying haul down, along with Tokyo just at the back. However, that's only 6. So there is one missing. That's going to put them on the back foot a little bit, GV. I don't know how that happened. Anyway, Pink Puffins is moving forward. Already, E7 have got the advantage here. Clans have been doing this recently. Anyway, it is what it is. Yogan come into Tokyo and Monaco pushing heavily into Pink Puffins. They have to. They've got to take the battle to them because they're a tank down automatically. Now they're 2 tanks down because Berlin is out of the equation. Nat backwards is coming to rotate in. I mean, it's going to be Liski's going to go down next. He's trying his hard, but he's going to be surrounded. I mean, yeah, down he goes. Now, the 3 heavies here, they can't really do much. Rome can't do much. It's 4 against 6. They have taken down Pink Puffins, which was a good move, but they have lost 2 tanks for the price of 1. They're really on the back foot, to be fair, GV. They're always going to be on the back foot with the tank down. Down goes Monaco. 3 against far too many, really. Tokyo and Yogang and Govinda are going to push onto 7 ruler. But Yogang and Govinda gets a big smack there, and down he goes. Leaving 2 against too many. This is going to definitely go to E7. Simple as that. 7 ruler, well, he's not going to go down. Tokyo here is going to go down. He's just being surrounded and absolutely battered. As you do. Let's have a look at Rome. Here's Rome trying to pressure Maddox. He can't really do much. The odds are against him, bless him. And he knows that. He's now basically a 2-shot. Maddox is a 1-shot, however, so Rome may be able to finish him off. Token kill for Rome, but no. Down he goes. Courtesy of 7 ruler. So I didn't realise they only had 6. I thought they had the 7, but clearly not. They must have one must have not readied up in time, and I think it was I don't know who it was, but one didn't ready up in time. So easy victory for E7 realistically. It was Capricorn. Capricorn wasn't there. There you go, look. I thought Capricorn was in. Clearly pressed the wrong button or something. Anyway, we're going to switch those spawn points here on Halas. This time we're going to have E7 on the south spawn and GV on the north spawn. I hope they manage to get... Yeah, they do. They are going to put their 7 tanks in. So I hope they stay that way and go out with 7 tanks this time. Because it really is difficult. Yes, they have readied up. So we have Berlin in a mouse, Capricorn in an E5, Govinda in an E5, Liski in an IS4, Monaco in an E5, Rome in a Vickers, and Tokyo in an IS4. So Berlin taking that super heavy, this time the mouse, probably going to put some pressure on that A and B cap area. Moving over to E7, well, we have Nat backwards in the E5, 7 Ruler in the Crown Wagon, Maddox in the E5, Yuri Tart in the Crown Wagon, Alex in the Crown Wagon, Nuggets and Fries in an E5, and Pink Puffins in a mouse. So no VK90 this time a proper super heavy, and I don't think either of these clans are now going to make the mistake that they just made. Well, most of them didn't make it, let's be fair. It was only one clan that made the mistake, it was GV, of going in with only 6 players. Really puts you on the back foot, really doesn't help. E7 therefore got the advantage, we're already into the next stage. This is the quarterfinal, the next stage is obviously the semi-final. So they're already 1 foot there at the expense of GV. Don't really know what happened. I mean, when we went through the team list, Capricorn was in the team, so I don't know what happened. I don't know if he switched out quickly or tried to change his tank at the last minute, but he clearly wasn't in the game. Now it is 7 on 7, so it's a little bit more even. Looking at the hit points, well, 19,000 to E7, but they have got a lot of heavies compared to GV, who have that Vickers. Let's get up high into the back of the map. Well, we're going to have the Vickers here. Well, they're not going for the B in the A cap. They're going to look to dominate the middle area. Rome in the Vickers going again to the spotting bush. This time the far one, not the close one. Monaco is going to sit in the close one. So Rome getting up there, trying to get those spots. Berlin, well, he's going to cover the cap areas. A cap is the strat for E7. Look at the way they're positioning their tanks. They're not even bothering with the C cap. Rome will jump into the C cap. Yuri Tart and Alex will just keep this flank and try and reset C. Pink Puffins has already taken the A cap. 7 Ruler, Nuggets in Fry, with 7 Ruler just overlooking. Now Pink Puffins is moving down in the mouse to that ramp area that we showed in the overview. Trying to put pressure on the B cap. Berlin is there in the mouse, and Liski is just holding back on the IS4. Good shot in by Liski there. Really helping to put Pink Puffin's nose back under the ramp. Now, I'm expecting GV to rotate round the map and come round the back of them. And that's exactly what they're doing. The E5s are led by Tokyo in the IS4. However, E7 are sort of wise-ish to this, if I'm being honest. So you've got Tokyo here, really far forward. Can't really do much. He doesn't have the gun depression, so he's got to wait for the E5s to join him, and here they come. So Yoga and Govinda will now go up. Monaco and Capricorn are just behind. Moving over though, Liski and Berlin are pushing onto Pink Puffins. Berlin going down the one ramp, Liski pushing towards the B cap. At the moment, GV are down on the points now. Berlin is going to try and get behind Pink Puffins. That's a good shot in. Nice move by Berlin. Pink Puffins is a little bit isolated here because the rest of the team are sort of concerned about the push down this side, because they know that they are going to have more tanks over here. They can leave Pink Puffins in his mouse to fend off those two, try and whittle as much hit points down, while the rest of the team deal with the tanks on this side and use their gun advantage, because they do have an advantage over Tokyo, because Tokyo now is a one-shot, but so is Yuri Tart. Tokyo goes down before Yuri Tart can be taken down by Capricorn. Capricorn does take down Yuri Tart. Yogai Govinda here is looking worse for wear. 7 Ruler is going to come in and try and finish him off. Doesn't need to, because Yogai Govinda did it. Sorry, 7 Ruler did it. Capricorn now. Oh, down he goes. So 3 down already. Berlin has managed to hold out over there, along with Liski and Berlin managed to take down Pink Puffins, but Yuri Tart has gone down as well. So 3 tanks down for GV, 2 tanks down for E7. Now E7 are looking to be pushing. Nat backwards has got to be careful, to be honest with you. They do have the base points, however, do GV, but they are currently on the back foot because they lost a tank. So we've got their 3 heavies here. They're going to push onto Rome, therefore. Rome is going to be in a world of pain. He can use, and he's trying to use, his mobility to get out of there. He's desperately asking for help because he needs it. He's got a lot of tanks around him. C-Cap is now being taken by E7, just going to consolidate. The mouse can't really come and help him. Monaco in the E5 could. You can see there Monaco in Berlin. Well, Berlin's trying to get shots across to reset, but he's not going to be able to. Monaco, well, he's in a bit of a sticky situation. If he pulls out too much, Nuggets and Fries and Maddox will shoot him. Rome manages to get the hell out of dodge, but it's going to be too little too late at this stage. GV now have the advantage, and they're trying to capture the A-cap as well. They've got the advantage on the base points only. They don't have the advantage on the guns on the battlefield, or... Well, that's a good shot into 7 ruler, though, by Monaco. Monaco is going to try and put another shot into 7 ruler here. 7 ruler's got to be careful. Then again, so is Monaco. Maddox is now coming in, and so is Nuggets. No, Nuggets and Fries is going towards Liski. Monaco will go down here. He's not going to last. Maddox will... Yep, there we go. 7 ruler puts the shot in. Nuggets in Fries, harassing Liski here. An E5 against an IS4. IS4 back to poor old the E5. So Nuggets in Fries should be able to take it. But GV are tantalizingly close. Well, they were, and now E7 get it. So E7 will move into today's semi-final at the expense of GV. As I said, not to worry, we are going to be following GV. Well, it didn't help them going out with only 6 tanks in the first game, let's be honest. And that claim was a lot closer, but you can see there from the damage count, 14,000 dished out by E7 compared to the 13,000. Just 1,000 difference between the two. But yeah, GV are already on the back foot. So, commiserations to GV. Let's have a look, see if we've got any more results coming through. So we definitely know GV are out, and we're going to be following E7 now. That's where we'll pick them up. They're going to go out on Yukon and then Naval Frontier. We don't know who they're playing yet, but they go out in about, wow, quite a while yet. Almost 30 minutes. Just have a quick overview of Yukon. I think I have got Yukon. I can't remember. Look at that. Don't have Yukon. Oh, got Naval Frontier though. It means I haven't streamed Yukon. So let's quickly get Yukon up. Always surprises me because Yukon's like near it. There it is. Let's quickly get it up. Get in there. Battle, go in, come out. You know the score. You know the score. Okay, so we'll drop out of there. We'll do the overview of Yukon, and I believe it was Naval Frontier. Let's just dump this. So Yukon, I like Yukon as a map. It's a nice map. It gives you quite a few opportunities. So obviously those 4 base points. Let's get up high. Now in random battles, especially on Asia, everything seems to happen around there, the waterfall area and around by the D-cap. It's not generally what happens in tournaments. Now it depends again if they're being super aggressive or not, but in tournaments you normally get a fast cap here or from this spawn. And some clans like to send their heavies around here to try and put pressure on that A-cap. We do, however, also see some clans liking to send their vicars or even mediums or even heavies down towards the D-cap. Sending the mediums and the lights into the D-cap, with the heavies rotating through this area here, trying to put pressure on around this rock, with some going that way and some going this way, just to try and do a pincer movement. It all depends. From the other spawn, well, it depends what mood they're in again. Sometimes you see clans being super aggressive, shooting their entire heavy flank down here, pushing through, completely ignoring the cap, continuing their push all the way around to get round the back of the other team. It can be effective because you can basically remain unspotted, unless of course they send a tank over here for quite a long time. That's not the traditional strat. The traditional strat is send a light or a medium out here. Send your heavies, like your super heavies, Mouse, E100, whichever you want to do, to fast cap here. and then peel one off to cover that corner, peel the other to cover that corner, send the majority of your tanks over here, with Kranwagens and E5s, for example, going up here, and IS4s going onto this rock here. The brawl area, well, it's normally this middle area, to be perfectly honest with you. But it depends. As I say, there is multiple strats that these guys can use. Let's have a quick overview. I think it was Naval Frontier, I believe. Was it Naval Frontier? Let me just recheck, because it's always better to recheck so you don't absolutely make a muddle of everything. See if they've got an opponent. Oh, that's GV. They're out. Why did I press GV? I meant to press E7. I'm losing the plot today. Sorry, guys. They will go out on ENT, and it is Naval Frontier. So I was right the first time. I should have just kept what I knew. So Naval Frontier, where are you? I have seen you. There we go. So Naval Frontier, again, multiple strats can be utilised on Naval Frontier. It all depends what mood they are in. So getting up high, you generally do get somebody going to this bush to have a look. Good little spotting bush, goes about there. Then some clans like to send their heavies like an IS4, potentially even an E5 to this position. Why? Well, you can keep your bottom plate really quite nicely hidden. The only danger there is if they send a Kranwagen or something similar to that position, then they can get resets with HE. But that generally countered by having a Kranwagen in this position on the other side, just to make sure that anything over there gets its head kept down. From the other side, however, then you also get E4s and E5s coming down this route, and they've got a pretty much a similar scenario to the other side, so you can do it. Some clans like to take an AMX-50B or 2, and they stick them by this rock 9 times out of 10, just in case anything comes around that side. Plus they can also pop out and put resets onto that A-cap. Some clans like to send their E5s, Kranwagens around to the A-cap, pushing through, pushing up, getting in there. That way they can have resets on the B-cap if anything were to happen that's untoward. Both sides you can utilize an aggressive strat. So I have seen clans taking fast tanks like E5s and Kranwagen, getting to about here, peeling one off and sticking him behind there, pushing the rest through, trying to get up and behind them just here. I've seen the same from this side, again peeling off and then pushing through to get up behind there. One of the reasons why they keep the AMX-50 around that area. 9 times out of 10, the brawl point is around the B-cap and around this sort of castle. So it all depends, as I say, what strat they're going to do. They can do umpteen different strats. Now with that in mind, we've still got about 15 odd minutes, so I'm going to play a replay. First I'm going to drop my webcam because you don't need to see my ugly mug while I play replays. So let's get the first replay readied up to rock and roll. This is courtesy of Kraken S on the EU server on the clan, sorry, Addictivo of the clan Kraken S on the EU server. Rolling out on, oddly enough, Hellas. Yeah, that's the thing, NetForce. It doesn't help when you've only got 6 tanks at this level. I mean, you're on the back foot, literally automatically, and you just can't really... I mean, you've got to really... Wow. Yeah. I mean, HLV did it yesterday, and they almost came a cropper. They almost turned it around, though, against GV, but it's not ideal. Excuse me while I sip some more coffee. I'm sipping coffee, by the way, because firstly, I'm like half asleep. Mainly because I did the NA stream this morning. Now, what time? It was like 4:30 my time, kicking off at 5 AM my time. So yeah, I mean, I'm doing 3 streams a day. Asia, then I'll be doing EU later, and then NA. Mainly because this season we've just got a lack of streamers. A lot of things in real life have interrupted some of the streamers, so they're not being able to sort of do all the streams. with a lack of coverage. Whereas I happen to be in a quite a lucky position where the timings suit and fit between my real life work life. So I'm quite lucky there. Already he's at 2.4k damage here, and we're only like a minute and a half into the game. I mean, to be fair, Adictivo is a good player. I mean, he's a pro player. I tuned with him quite a few times. So I also find that the player base is sort of dumbing down a little bit. That's not taking anything away from Adictivo. It's just saying that the player base is dumbing down a little bit. I don't know if that's a good or wise thing to say, but it's the truth. You should never escape from the truth. Martin, welcome. Doesn't matter that you're late. It's better late than never, as we always say in the UK. Oof. Poor. I was about to say poor Death Star, but then a load of sand just went into my mouth. Oh, it's so dusty out here at this moment. Hello, everybody. Yeah. Oh, hello, Grill. Take a bit of that because the E50M is good for ramming. 5.5k damage. I do like the E50M. It's a beautiful tank. It is a beautiful tank. And wowzers. Somebody suddenly blocked somebody, so I don't know what all that was about. Great little mastery there, 5.7k. Let's have a look at the next one. This is Demigod. Hello. In a Jaeger. Hello. There you go, look. What more would you like? To be fair, this is this is by far my favourite tier 10 TD, the Jaeger. I love this tank. As opposed to the Death Star, which I absolutely detest with a passion. Why? Because this tank has everything that you would want in a TD. It's got pretty decent mobility. It's got a fantastic gun. It's got a much better load time. And it dishes out, realistically, you know, the same amount of damage as the Death Star. The only thing it doesn't have is HESH ammunition. But you don't need it with this thing. Honestly. I mean, that T-54, if that T-54 stays like that, you can whack him with HE and he's gone. Or you can miss him. Sorry, Demigod. See, load the HE, aim just above the tracks. Oh, kill steal. I do like this tank. Plus, it's got armor, unlike the 183. I mean, the 183 is a one-trick pony. This thing, however, is not. Oof. See, I mean, you're doing 800 rolls. Okay, it may not be as much shell for shell as the 183, but this thing is much better. I don't understand why people like the 183, to be honest with you. It's a fun tank, don't get me wrong. The 183 is a fun tank. This is a beautiful tank. I mean, this is for a serious TD player. 183 is just for those who want to do memes. I'm sorry if that offends a lot of people out there who absolutely adore the 183. But just the way I feel. I would take this over the 183 every day of the week and twice on Sundays. Seriously, I really would. And when you, I mean, you can brawl like this in this thing. I mean, it's beautiful. You know, that's poor ST1. What's he gonna smack? I mean, he's got to load his Pramo realistically. Because all he's got is the cheeks. He hasn't got a hope in house chance. And there you see, he didn't have a hope in house chance. He's gone. He's out of there. He's deaded. Completely deaded. That was a max roll, as says Demigod. Yeah, it was. Just about. Oh, should have loved. That was a great HE roll. because FV4005 Porter Potties, shit barns, whatever you want to call them, don't like HE in the turret. They don't like HE up them. They certainly don't. We've already done 4K here. Beautifully. Oh, there's another Jaegeroo. It's a Roo Fest. Who's going to blink first? Oh, he is. Now, as long as you protect your bottom plate and your side cheeks, you should be fine. There you go. Now the mouse is going to push. Don't think that's a good idea, Mousy. Get those side cheeks if you can. There you go. Let the mouse hit you. He's only going to hit you for 400 and something. Sheridan takes out. Oh, now you can go front on with the mouse, put him in the side of the turret, and it's all over. It would be good night, Vienna. Look at this. Oh, bomb plate instead. Engine fire, that's always good. 6.2k. Yeah, he knocks it for 500. That's nout. Nothing. The poor moose is going to go down. He can knock him for another 500, but he's going to die. And there you go. 777. Beautiful little game. Well-deserved mastery. That's what I like to see. Well done, demigod. There you go. So let's have a look, see if we've got any other big scouts. Oh, stop telling me that there's a durable T28. I don't want it. Sorry, but I just don't. I'm a free-to-play account here, realistically. Right, let's have a look, see who we've lost. So in the semi-finals, we have ENT, HLV, E7, and Cat. Going out, Feast, GV, RN, and ECG. E7 should therefore be facing ENT, as I said, which means Cats will be facing HLV. All to play for. We've still got a bit of time to roll out. It's 32 minutes past the hour, so what's that? That's 6 minutes. I can't show you another replay, I'm afraid, because unless I've got a 2-minute replay. Do I have a 2-minute replay? I don't know if I do. I don't know if I have a 2-minute replay. I thought I did have one somewhere. Let's have a look. I may have another Jaegeroo. No, they're all long. I do have another Jaegeroo, which clearly I haven't played. Let me just grab that. Where is it? It's Addictivo. This is only 2 minutes. So let's give this a bash. Oh no, wrong one. Sorry, this is not the 2-minute one. It's another ace anyway. That's not the 2-minute one. That one's like 6 minutes. So I can't show you that one, I'm afraid. There was a 2-minute one. I did have a 2-minute one. Now I can't find it. Okay, well, it's too late now. Sorry. Don't know where I put that. Or maybe at this one. Yeah, this is 2 minutes. Now let's have a look at this one. I'll just pop and get some more coffee. I'm back. So this is Addictivo again in another Jaegeroo, and this is a great game, by the way. I mean, this is fast-paced. I mean, he's already done just shy of 2k, and we're not even a minute into the game. I mean, this is why I love this tank. You can do that in this tank, and he's already bounced 1700. I mean, it's just fantastic. It's a beautiful tank, guys. Why would you want a 183 when you can do stuff like this in this? No, I just don't like the tank net force. Like I said, it's a one-trick pony. And I've said, oh, look at that. I've said many times, the 183 should have been a collector, and the Badger should have been the tech tree tank. But people want derp. Even though they can't play the damn thing, they want derp. Me, not a big fan. Never have been, never will be, to be honest with you. But I'm a strange guy. I'm also not a big fan of the ISU 152, if I'm being honest with you. With that, I mean, this is a 2-minute game. I mean, this is just repugnant. It's just rude, brutal. I mean, he's already done 5.9 damage in 2 minutes. I mean, it's craziness. And this is why I like this tank. The things you can do with it. He's lost a lot of hit points, admittedly, but boy. Look at that, 6.7k in 2 minutes. That's just beautiful. What more do you want? And just to prove the point, 2.5 minutes that game took. 2.5 minutes. I mean, that's amazing. Anyway, we should now have the invite. There it is. Let's jump in. Let's ready up. E7 are not here yet, but ENT are turning up slowly but surely. They have got a minute and a half. Well, near as damn it. Right, let's get the ugly mug back on the screen. I'm back. Hello. So here on Yukon, we will have ENT on the north spawn, E7 on the south spawn. Just a minute to go, or just under a minute actually, as I sip some more coffee. Excuse me. Ooh. So ENT have got a full team. So at the moment we have Clutch in the E5, Devil Anthem in a Crown Wagon potentially, Ken Wars in a Crown Wagon, Rose is a Rosie in a Mouse, Necromancer in an E5, Striker in a Vickers, Legacy in an IS4, Devil Anthem jumping into a Mouse. Moving over to E7, well, we now have a full team as well. So we have Nat backwards in a Vickers, 7 Ruler in a Clan, Chromatrox in a Clan, Maddox in the E5, Yori Tart in a Clan, Nuggies and Fries in a Mouse, and Pink Puffins in the E5. There we go. And kick-off time here on Yukon. Faster, yeah. I'm trying, man, I'm trying. So, hit points, wow, not much in it. 300 between the two. ENT just taking it there. You are. Duh. Well done, Striker. Thank you for joining the club. Anyway, let's get up high into the back. I'm expecting those two Mouses to drop into the B cap. Striker is heading towards the D cap. Ken Wars is going to be overlooking the A lane, and it looks like the E5s and the IS4 are going to be probably going through the middle here. Let's quickly get over to E7. Nat backwards is dropping into the C cap along with Pink Puffins. Maddox will join them, and the rest of the team, I'm surprised Nuggies and Fries is going where he's going, but the rest of the team are heading towards that A cap. Kind of what we predicted on one side of the argument. So, it's going to be interesting to see what happens next, because these two E5s could be caught out by the E5s and the Vickers. They are going to get the cap advantage, E7, because nobody's dropped into the D cap yet. Striker is going to drop into the D cap mainly. No, he's not. He's going up high into the waterfall. Clutch and Necromancer drop in. Now, with the cap advantage, E7 can just hold back. And what you can see them doing here is sort of moving their tanks into better positions. Chromatox here in the Crown Wagon, in the position that I sort of pointed out. 7 Ruler and Yori Tart will just go hull down. Pink Puffins, Maddox will... Well, Maddox is going to stay there. Pink Puffins is rotating back to the spawn. Nuggets and Fries will stay in the middle. Because all now E7, Maddox is going to join Pink Puffins by looks on it. And the Vickers of Nat Backwards is there just to get the spots. So, ENT have got all the hard work to do, so we need to go over with them to try and work out where they're going to push. Now, as you can see, they've stacked their tanks up in the middle to potentially push onto the sea. But Clutch is rotating back towards the spawn. Roses are Rosie is just side-scraping off the building, but the ENT are the ones who need to make the move. E7 are not going to do anything, they're just going to wait. E7 are just going to take defensive positions and wait. And that's exactly what they're doing. 7 Ruler has been spotted. He's going to get back. He's going to be safe. He's safe anyways in Crown Wagon. He's putting shots towards Keng Wars. It's going to be pretty difficult to pen. Keng Wars is hauled down as well. Here comes Clutch. He's pushing through by looks in it. Are they stacking up to push through? No, Clutch is just holding there. And they're going to push through the middle, realistically, towards C. Again, E7 have got the advantage. Legacy is... Oh, Devil's Anthem getting a bit of a smack there from Nuggets and Fries. They're saying go to attention sector 3, which is the A cap. Let's just get up high a moment. I'm going to see what Striker's doing all the way over there. He's all the way at the waterfall trying to come round. He has Necromancer staying low. They're already at the 750 mark, so I'm expecting some movement from ENT soon, possibly a push onto Nuggets and Fries. However, Nuggets and Fries, yeah, here they come towards the sea and a push onto Nuggies. But Nuggets and Fries does have support behind him in the form of Maddox, Pink Puffins, Yori Tart. So Nuggets is there just to annoy ENT. Here comes Roses or Rosie pushing in towards that sea cap. That's going to spurn Maddox and Pink Puffins into action, and it does. They're going to rotate round and try and get into the side of Roses. Devil's Anthem is now coming in. Cap has been reset. Nuggets is going to stay where he is and try and just put shots into Roses. Yori Tart comes around. Striker will try and get shots in the back. Necromancer is coming round as well. All they need to do is keep resetting that C cap. That's the idea, and they keep doing that. Legacy is now having to push round. But they're being whittled down, ENT. Nuggets and Fries sees the advantage here. Pushing on to Roses or Rosie. Down goes Roses or Rosie. ENT, however, well, they just about got the points because Nat Backwards went down. Devil's Anthem here being pushed by E7, however. And E7 losing Pink Puffins. ENT have got this at the moment. They're almost there. Oh, I can't see which tanks are going down. Clutch needs to go down, but it's too little, too late. ENT guess it. ENT left that to the last minute, but I must admit they did well. They did well. So ENT winning the first round here at the expense of E7. Good move by Striker, coming around the back and putting those shots into the back of Pink Puffins and Yori Tart. Really doing well there. Nat Backwards was always going to go down first. He's in a Vickers and he was sort of pushing forward. So it just happened. So we're going to swap those spawn points here on Yukon. Now we're going to have ENT on the south spawn, E7 on the north. ENT looks like they may ready up first. We have Clutch in an E5, Devil's Anthem in a Mouse. Keng Wars potentially a Crown Wagon, Roses or Rosie in a Mouse, Necromancer in an E5, Striker in a Vickers again, Legacy in an IS4, and Keng Wars dropping into the IS4. Moving over to E7, we have Nat Backwards in the T22, 7 Ruler in the Crown Wagon, Chromatrox in the Crown Wagon, Maddox in the E5, Yori Tart in the E5, Nuggets and Fries in the E7, and Pink Puffins in the E7. This game, realistically, this matchup isn't realistically going to prove anything. I mean, they're both pretty secure in the top 8. Feast at the top, ENT in second place. So they're not really going to lose anything. They're not in danger of coming out of the top 8. I mean, the clans that we're facing today, I mean, none of them are in danger of coming out of top 8 realistically. So there's not really much pressure on them, if the truth be known. Not really. So we've got less than 10 seconds to go now before we get this second round matchup. E7 have got 1 foot into today's final. Sorry. ENT have 1 foot into today's final. What's the ENT? So let's get a pie into the back. Probably going to see a different strat here from ENT. Roses of Roses is probably going to end for that C cap. Devil's Anthem is going to head with the rest of the heavies towards the A cap. Striker is just going to keep the flank looking towards the D cap. And Legacy is going to join up with the heavies. Moving around the map, wow, we have Nap Backwards and Pink Puffins overlooking the D cap here, trying to get those early spots. Yuri Tart 7 Ruler is in support. There is 7 Ruler rotating forward, trying to get some support to Nap Backwards. D cap will be taken, so cap advantage will again go to E7, not ENT. C cap is finally taken by ENT, so they're already caps down. Doesn't really matter to them, they were caps down in the last game. E7 now, wow, what are they looking to? Well, they're looking to consolidate, but they've got to cover 2 bases, D and B. B is the hardest one for them to cover, unless they rotate all their team back into this area. It's the only way they're going to do it. Devil's Anthem there is side-scraping off, trying to make sure that there's nothing there. Chromatrox is there, so is 7 Ruler. The rest of E7 are sort of stacked up over by the waterfall area. So, King Wars is going to join up with Devil's Anthem here. And it looks like they're going to try and make a push on the B cap. But they're just waiting to see those spots. Pink Puffins is moving around the map. But Necromancer and Clutch are there to make sure that if anything comes down that flank, they've got it covered. And Pink Puffins is not stupid enough yet to come around that corner. He's just holding there in a hold down position in the T22. Trying to see what is around. That Backwards is just behind him. They are looking, however, to push onto the B cap here. Oh no, no, they're not. They're coming back out. King Wars is rotating out of there. ENT, well, they're just going to wait probably to the 750 mark. Necromancer saying he's going to get spotted if they push that way. If he crosses, and he's probably true. Nuggets and Fries will probably spot him. Necromancer, no, he's managing to get there. He's done well to get to there without being spotted. Now he's spotted. Pink Puffin's spotting him up there. But at the same time as this is happening, the rest of the team are coming round. Striker, Kang Walls, all there. Clutch is there as well. Don't forget, they don't know where the other tanks are. We do. They don't. Roses of Rosie is probably going to try and join up here with Devil's Anthem. Now, from where we're sat, we know that it's going to be easier for them to push B. We know that. They don't know that. They probably think that all of the E7 team are around this area waiting for the push on B, which is why they're looking at D. D, however, is the one that E7 have really surrounded. So, Necromancer's coming down here. Vickers of Striker is also coming down, so is King Walls and the IS-4. B-Cap has finally been pushed. This is prompting Chromatrox, 7 Ruler and Maddox to come round. They're trying to get those resets on these 2 mouses. Now you're going to get another push because Nuggets and Fries is coming in, so is Pink Puffins. That is now leaving the D-Cap wide open. The mouses are there for a reason. They're basically meat shields, so the mouses aren't expected to last the game. And Devil Anthem is going to go down. The idea is to get as much HP out the other side as humanly possible, which they're doing. And you can see there, they're trying to close the gap. E7 at the moment do have the advantage. Roses are Rosie, however, is looking very worse for wear, but so is Nuggies. Nuggies goes down. I mean, that's swiftly advantage back to ENT. Oh, ENT lose a mouse, so back. No, they still gain the advantage because they've got the caps now. And now you've got Clutch, Kang Wars trying to put pressure onto Pink Puffins here. Points are in favour. Maddox and Yuri Tart are struggling here with the IS-4 Legacy, the E5 Necromancer and Vickers of Striker. Clutch, however, is a one-shot. He's got to get out of dodge, else he's in trouble. So is Legacy, to be fair. And they need to start taking tanks down. They are close to winning, though. Oh, by losing Clutch, that changes it, and E7 win it. Good game. Good game. So, that evens the scores. Really good game. Well played by E7. So, we're now going to go into Naval Frontier. We will have ENT on the south spawn and E7 on the north. What happened there? Well, basically, they lost Clutch. They needed to lose. They needed to take a tank out before losing Clutch. I mean, Clutch was going down anyway, but ENT needed to get rid of one of the tanks before Clutch went down. They failed to do so. Clutch then went down, ending the game to E7. So it was really well played by both teams there. Really, really well played indeed. So we will have ENT on the south spawn. We'll have Clutch in a Clan Wagon, Devil Anthem potentially in a mouse, King Wars IS-4, Devil Anthem dropping into a Clan Wagon potentially. Roses a Rosie in a mouse, Necromancer in an E5, Striker in a Vickers, and Legacy in an IS-4. Moving over to E7, so far they are going out on the north spawn. They have Nat backwards in a T22, 7 Ruler in a Clan Wagon, Chromatrox in a Clan Wagon, Yuri Tart in a Clan Wagon, Alex rotating back into a Clan Wagon, 7 Ruler in an E5 now. Nuggets and Fries potentially in an E5, Pink Puffins potentially in a T22. So we're just waiting for Alex, who is in a Crown Wagon. Now we're waiting on Pink Puffins to find out what tank he's going to be in. And he's going to be in a T22. There you go. There we go. So less than 20 seconds to go before we roll out here. When it takes it all into the final today, it's not going to make much difference, as I said, between these two. I mean, they're both pretty secure in the top 8 with 1 PYS left to go. Hit points, well, in favour of ENT, mainly because of that mouse. Not significant though, it's just over 1,000. I mean, it's a lot, it's a good comfort blanket, but it's not massive. Not really, not at this level of the game. So when it starts getting to 1,500 that it becomes more than a comfy blanket. So let's have a look at what ENT are going to do. Well, at the moment we've got Necromancer going up high to oversee the C-Cap. Devil's Anthem is going to join him. Roses of Rosie and the IS-4 there, Legacy heading towards the C-Cap. Striker and the Vicar is going to get those overspews with Clutch and King Wars in the Crown Wagons. Now, this is what I'm talking about, the aggressive strat, and this is exactly what E7 are doing. They're doing the very aggressive strat, pushing right through the middle. They didn't drop a tank off, but now they're in a very good position, cutting the map in half, allowing for the B and the A cap to be taken. They're going to put maximum pressure now onto ENT. You can only take the C strat. Nuggies and Fries has got into a great position behind the wall. That's going to be difficult for anybody to reset him, and it is. He manages to get out there with not a single scratch. 7 Rulers in a good position. Now Alex is joining them. They can put pressure onto both King Wars and Clutch here. And you can see King Wars is in a serious world of pain. And down he goes. Now they can put pressure onto Clutch. And you can see that that's exactly what they're trying to do. They are trying to track him, actually, but it's just not working at the moment. Clutch will get out of dodge and survive. Roses of Rosie are now trying to come around, but now they've switched their attention to Legacy in the IS-4. Legacy in the IS-4 is going to be surrounded in that backwards and 7 Ruler. And now Alex isn't fully loaded, and he's got to be careful because Roses and the Mouse is coming in. Nuggets and Fries will put a good roll into Legacy probably, unless he bounces. No, he doesn't bounce. He puts a very good roll in. Striker's coming around to try and do some mopping up. Legacy goes down there. They have lost Yuri Top, and Necromancer is now a one-shot. Chromatrox should be able to take him down. Yes, he does. Moving back up. Roses are Rosie here, pushing through in the Mouse. Clutch will go down to the T22 of Pink Puffins, I believe. He's very healthy as Pink Puffins, and Clutch isn't. Alex is trying to get away from Roses as Rosie here. Down goes Clutch. Alex will go down. Oh, no, he won't. It's a low roll. Nuggies now comes in to put some pressure on. He does go down eventually, this time to Striker. Oh, no, it was Striker. Devil's Anthem now. It's 3 against 3. Hit points are favouring E7, but they've got to focus fire and they've got to get the tanks out. And the thing is, ENT do have a relatively healthy Mouse. So 7 Ruler is going to be joined by Pink Puffins. Nuggies and Fries is going to hopefully get some shots into the back of Devil's Anthem. But Nuggies and Fries is a little bit cornered there. Devil's Anthem is going to be surrounded though by Pink Puffin and 7 Rulers. There he goes. Now they can change their attention on to Roses or Rosie, but they've got the points, so they don't really need to do much. Striker is going to probably run around and try and get as many cap points as possible. Roses or Rosie is trying to get shots into Pink Puffin, but Pink Puffin just avoids that. Comes around the side, going to put shots into the side here. Striker gets a good shot in, and so does Roses or Rosie, really whittling Pink Puffins down. But E7 got it on the cap points. Good game, really good game, very aggressive stuff there by E7. They will go into today's final. ENT will not. They will go into the third place playoff. Striker doing what he could there with his 4k damage. Pink Puffins 3.8k. Really good stuff. So, let's have a look. That went to a decider, so do we know who they're facing? E7, is it going to be HLV or is it going to be another one? It's going to be HLV, and they're going to go out on Halas. We've already done a flyover of Halas. I'm not going to do another one. There is no point. That means Cats will be playing ENT for the third place playoff. We then go off for another 14 minutes. So let's get some replays up and running again. Oof. No, this is a wargaming tournament. So in the store at the moment, by the way, if you get these airdrops, you can get the IS-2 1945. But what's it like? Well, I'll tell you what, let's have a look. Let me show you what it's like. So this is me rolling out on the IS-2, not yesterday, but the day before on EU. And I'm just going to go to the little boys' room. Back in a moment. And now I'm back. Now, to be fair, I mean, the IS-2 1945, it's effectively a free tank. All you've got to do is collect these tokens that come with their airdrop containers. And I'll be honest with you, it's not a bad tank. It's not as bad as a lot of people make out. And it's got a pretty decent alpha. I mean, look at that. That's like 400 almost into the side of that poor old WZ. It's not bad. Admittedly, it has a Russian gunner, and some occasions he likes to fire into the air. On other occasions, he'll do things like that and give you a 500 roll into the side of a T-34 E100, which is nice. But then he'll get into his brain that because he's done such a good shot there, that he can have a swig of vodka and fire the shell into the ether, as he does. There you go. That went, well, God knows where. Only the Russian gunner knows. But it is a nice tank. It's got a pretty decent-ish reload. It's got pretty good damage, not bad armor. I mean, if you wait for the reticle to come down, it's pretty nice. And it's free, guys. In theory, it is free. All you need to do is play the game. If you play the game, you'll get those airdrop containers. If you get the containers, chances are you'll get the charms or the coins or whatever you want to call them. Get enough coins, you can get one of these tanks. And you too can roll out in your very own IS-2 Berlin or 1945, whatever they want to call it. In tier 7. Well, what more do you want? It's nice, yeah? It's okay. It's an okay tank. It's not as bad as people think. I mean, it's very rare that I was playing it because somebody asked me about it. So I had to play it, you know, you have to do that. You have to do these things. Excuse the noise as my iPad has a hissy fit. Don't know how that bounced. Russian gunner, you see. What he does best. He's like, nah, can't be bothered today. You can get some good bounces here, especially on the IS. I do make a mistake, unfortunately, and I lose far too many hit points. But it was still a relatively nice game, and a relatively okay tank, if I'm being honest. And there we go. I mean, I'll take that one out. But now I've got far too many lower hit points. And I die. I'm deaded. I'm out of there. Mainly because the T-34-3 is a very... T-34-1, sorry. Has a very nice alpha damage. And he rolled me, which was nice. However, I got an ace, which was also nice. And a shed load of credits, which was also nice. Very enjoyable indeed. So that's the IS-2 Berlin, one you can get if you collect these tokens. For 1,000 tokens you can get it. It is called the IS-2 1945 here, but when I got it, it was called Berlin. Right then, running out of replays, so you're going to have to watch some of my renders gameplay. We've still got quite a few minutes. So this is me. I was also asked if I could go out in the ISU, the SU 130 PM. Tank that I've really I struggle with, to be honest with you. I much prefer the Scorpion G, but you know, we'll see. Yeah, the Prog 46 and the Action X are back in the store. That is very true. Two very good tanks, to be honest with you. They are very good tanks. As I said, I'm not a great fan of this tank. We don't see eye to eye, unfortunately. I hate Russian gunner. I get on much better with the Scorpion G. So when somebody on stream asked me to play this tank, I was like, do I have to? Okay, then I will. And then that was a much harder shot than the first one, and it goes in. Go figure. Okay? Go figure. Maybe you have to get the defender on the top. See, that was a harder shot than the first one as well. And that one goes in also. Sometimes RNG, I don't know when it shines and when it doesn't shine. It is a mystery to me. This poor old IS-2 Berlin is going to come right up, show me his bottom plate, and I'm going to smack him just like that, because you can, and you do. And he's now wondering, Tiger P, I don't know what he's doing. If you want to go Tiger P side on like that, I'm just going to hit you, mate, for a lot. And why wouldn't I? I mean, ta-da! He's going to stay there still. I'm going to hit him again, I think. Try and get the same spot. Look. Oh. Yeah, 100 points less, 100 damage less that time. But I mean, I do like this map. You can, if you can get to this position, you can dominate it. I mean, you can really dominate this side of the map, and it's beautiful. And I don't know why I went for the Progetto because I just wanted to kill. I would have liked to have got the ISU, but somebody else did. Now I'm not even going to bother. I'm going to bother with the Prada instead. I mean, he's got his front open, and he's willing to be shot. You know, I don't mind that. I'm going to oblige. If you want me to shoot your bottom plate, mate, I'll shoot your bottom plate, mate. There you go. Look. Now the IS2. You know, you want me to shoot your bottom plate, mate? I'll shoot your bottom plate, mate. Here we go again. Just wait for the reload and bottom plate. You've gone. So 3 tanks left. I know they're coming over that side, so I need to turn around and move over. 3.4k damage ain't enough for anything in this. You know, you need to get a lot more than 3k to get this tank working. Hello, Tiger P. Can I smack you? No, I can't, because somebody else did. What about you, Defender Mark 1? I'm not going to get you either, look. Somebody else is going to get you, I think. Yeah, they do. Now, I don't know where the last tank is. I haven't seen him. So, I'm wondering, is he in the spawn? Is he AFK? I've not seen him. And then, unfortunately, he will pop up over the other side of the map, which is no use to me. It means I can't farm him. It means I won't get a decent medal. Which is annoying, because there he is. Completely nowhere near the battle. I guess that happens, yeah. Oh well. These things are sent to try us. So, I'm not going to get there in time, which is mightily disappointing. This is probably only going to be a 3rd class. He's behind the wall. He's only 40 hit points. Nothing I can do about it. Disappointing, but it happens. It happens. Second class. Like I said, you're not going to get more than a 2nd class with that sort of result. So, here we go. Final time. Going out on Halas, we will have E7 on the north spawn, HLV on the south spawn. Who else is in here? We got Wild Ones Alpha as well. So at the moment, E7 have read it up. We have Nat backwards in the IS4, 7 Ruler in the E5, Chromatrox in the Kranwagen, Maddox in the E5, Yoritart in the Kranwagen, Nuggies and Fries in the VK90, Pink Puffins in the T22. Moving over to HLV, well, at the moment they've only got 6, and I hope it doesn't stay that way. We have a Joy Solo Q in the IS4, 7710 in the Kranwagen, Blood and Wine in the IS4, Kuyu in an E5, or Rush in an IS4, Saruzu in a T22, and at the moment, Boa Sorte spectating and Momosaku on the bench. Interesting. Now, HLV did this like yesterday and then went out with only 6 players. So I'm hoping they're not going to do that today. Because it will put them on the back foot and it will, well, it will not give them a good day. But again, they're both secure in the top 8, to be perfectly honest with you. Oh, Pink Puffins is having a change of mind and then changes his mind back again. It happens. Just over a minute to go, and still waiting on to see if Momosaku or Boa Sorte are going to be playing. It's Momosaku in the IS4, potentially. So at least this time they've got their full team. Oh, From Abyss is turned up as well. Momosaku's out, Abyss goes in the Kranwagen. So just over 30 seconds to go before we kick off here into the final. On Previous Skill number 5, the final stage. This is the last Previous Skill number 5 rounds. Then we're into the very last, this is the penultimate Previous Skill, the very last one is Previous Skill number 6. So this is just to consolidate themselves in the top 8, ready for that Pro Series after the end of the Previous Skills. 13 seconds to go. And we're kicking off. Da, da, da. It's going to be interesting to see. I've not seen HLV today, but we have been watching E7 and they've been playing particularly nicely. So E7 do have the hit points advantage. That's mainly because of the VK90. HLV, a tricky customer, very good clan. Clearly, they were the winners of last year's Blitz Cup for Asia, so not to be underestimated. E7 have been playing particularly nice, but what are we going to see here? Well, let's find out. Let's go up high into the back. So Ruzu in the T22 looks like heading towards the C cap. Blood and Wine is going to overlook the A cap. Enjoy Solo Q is going to go down the middle, and the Clan Wagons, which are all down along with the E5. Well, Saruzu's changed his mind. He's not going to the C cap. Looks like the Clan Wagons and the whole down tanks are going to be looking at dominating the middle area towards the cap. Pink Puffins in the T22 dropping into the B cap, but Blood and Wine dropping into the A cap in the Ice 4. Here come the E5 of QU. He's coming up, but he's going to have a lot of traffic. Yuri Tart is here. Nat Backwards is here. Maddox, Seven Ruler, Chromatrox, and Nuggets and Fries are all here. Poor old Rush is also turning up. So is From Abyss. So we're going to have a lot of traffic around this cap area by looks on it. Here comes Rush. Just doesn't have the gun depression to put anything into Yuri Tart. They've got to be careful because Seven Ruler and Maddox are coming around the flank. Going to push down onto QU by looks on it. He doesn't have support in real terms. Kuryu's bouncing there like a champion. But look at Nat Backwards getting around the back of Rush. Good shots in by Enjoy Solo Q and From Abyss, however. Rush getting into safety, but QU now, he is in a dangerous position here. He got a good shot into Nat Backwards. He may get pushed, but they will be able to take Nat Backwards down at this rate. You can see E7 are being bled. Nat Backwards has got to get out of there. Yuri Tart coming in to try and help out, but Blood and Wine will get behind and finish him off. There we go. Now, Kuryu, well, he's done a valiant stand here, considering that he was being pushed. He's down to a one shot, but now Yuri Tart is being pummeled. Now he's going to switch attention. Maddox will finish off QU, but Seven Ruler is now being focused a little bit here. So, but they've already lost Nat Backwards, Chromatrox, and Nuggets and Fries to the expense of only one tank. Pink Puffins is being harassed. He manages to take Yuri Tart takes down Rush, but Pink Puffins get a big smack from Abyss there. Pink Puffins trying to get out of dodge. Abyss does put another shot in. Down he goes. Now it's over to Maddox, last man standing. It's going to be a victory for HLV. HLV are very, very tasty, let's be honest with you. Really good stuff from HLV. Good strat, great focus fire, really good calling. Really putting the pressure on there against E7. So HLV, they have one hand on most of the cups for today. That's not to say E7 cannot turn it around, because they clearly can. Although the hit point deficit there, you got 18,200 dished out by HLV compared to 11,100 by E7. So let's ready back up, change those spawn points. This time we will have HLV on the north spawn, E7 on the south spawn. We have Enjoy Solo Q in the IS4, 7710 in the Crown Wagon, Blood and Wine in the IS4, From Abyss in the Crown Wagon, Kuyu in an E5, Rush in an IS4, Saruzu in an T22. Moving over to E7, well, they're still sorting out their meta, probably discussing what strat to take. So we have to give them a bit of time to ready up, but they will ready up with plenty of time. E7 now. We got Nat Backwards in an E5, 7 Ruler in a Crown Wagon, Chromatrox in a Crown Wagon, Yuri Tart in a Crown Wagon, Alex in a Crown Wagon, and now they're going to change everything again. Ugh. Yeah, they do that because they're picking their strats. They're saying, shall we do this one? Shall we do that one? Shall we do this one? Shall we do that one? So yeah, some streamers like a 5-minute delay. I don't think there's any point, personally. So, Nat Backwards in an E5, 7 Ruler in a Crown Wagon, Chromatrox in a Crown Wagon, Maddox in an E5, Yuri Tart in an E5, Alex in a Clown Wagon, and Nuggets in Fries in a mouse. There we go. So, oof. Yeah, I only have a 4-minute delay. I don't go with a 5-minute. I don't see the point. So, we have hit points favouring E7 again because of this mouse. Bit more mobility. Well, they got a C22 over on. I'd say the mobility is probably going to E7 here with the E5s and the Clown Wagon. The only thing that holds them back is that mouse. It looks like HLV are doing exactly the same strat we just seen, but in reverse from the other spawn. Whereas E7 are not. They are looking for the middle area AB strat. This will send messages to Sarazu, who will probably try and jump into that C cap. B cap, Blood and Wine jumps in there. Sarazu is going to come up and jump into the C cap, and why not? There we go. Nuggets in Fries in the mouse pushing forward like we showed in the flyover the last time. I'm going to try and get some pressure on them so they can't take the B cap. As you can see, E7 now have a 50 base point advantage over E7 over HLV. Rush is in the C cap. Sarazu is just pushing out wide. So Ruler and Nat backwards have been spotted. Nuggets in Fries have been spotted. So we're going to have to get back over there because Enjoy so. At the moment, it's HLV who need to make the move, and I'm trying to work out where they're going to do it. They only have 2 tanks on the flank, which is Rush and Sarazu. Kuyu and 7710. Well, Kuyu looks like he's coming back to join these lots, so it means they may be pushing. That's a great, bold, aggressive, ballsy move by Blood and Wine. Toying here with the mouse of Nuggies in Fries, trying to get this B cap. As you can see, he's getting some points, and if he can get this B cap, and he does, well done. That is bold. Bold, I tells you. He's lost a lot of hit points, but boy, I mean, that backwards should be able to get a shot into the side of him there if he pulls out a little bit further. Nuggies and Fries is desperately trying to finish him down, but that is a really bold move. And now, basically, HLV, although he's been bled and they're 2,000 hit points adrift now, they have got the base points. Oh, that's a good shot by that backward. Now Blood and Wine is in serious danger. They could lose, although Nuggets and Fries just gets a massive roll. Down goes Blood and Wine. However, he did a great job in getting that cap. Sarazu's now pushing over, but I don't think he wants to push too far because he's got 2 Clown Wagons there to deal with, and now they're going to push him. So he's not in a good position. He's got to get around them and use his mobility if he can, but they've dropped their super duper, and Sarazu is going to go down here. This is a bit of a mistake by him. And down he goes. So 2 tanks down. Nuggets and Fries is a one-shot. So Enjoy Solo Q is coming in, but the points are now in favour of E7. They've got to take tanks out. Down goes Nuggets and Fries. That's a big blow because it's a big tank. But Rush now. Rush is in a bit of trouble. He's in an IS-4. 7 Ruler managed to get out of there, but Maddox is coming in to give Rush a hard time. And he is going to chase Rush down. Rush is in a world of pain here. They're going to lose another tank. No, he gets out of dodge, but Maddox is going to carry on chasing him, and he does. Gets a good shot into Maddox, but they've lost Sarazu, they've lost Blood and Wine, they're going to lose Rush. Here comes the Clown Wagon and Chromatrox taking him down. Rush is gone. Yuri Tart went, but yeah, I mean, at the moment, HLV have now turned it around because they've got all the caps. Unbelievable. HLV have turned this completely around. They were going down, but they win on the caps. Really good stuff. Without anybody knowing, they went round and basically got the caps. Can't knock them for that. As you can see there, I mean, they dished out a bit more damage. Well, 500 more damage. But hey, 500. Wow, what can I say? Nuggets and Fries, Yuri Tart in 7 Ruler going down. So 3 tanks down a piece on both sides. Poor old Sorozu went down for a good old big Dunkin' Donut. But hey, congratulations to HRV. Like I said, it doesn't make much of a difference. These two are very secure in the top 8 in any event. So let's have a look, see who came third. We should have the third place result by now, I would have thought. Yes, we have, because it's already finished. So, third place playoff was between ENT and Cats, and it went to ENT. So, congratulations to all the clans for today. That's it for Prove Your Skill number 5 here on Asia. We are back later today with Prove Your Skill number 5 on EU, followed by NA. And Thursday, we've commenced the very last Prove Your Skill. Prove Your Skill number 6, whereby clans such as, bear with me, ID, PGMT will be trying to get themselves, and potentially King, will be trying to get themselves into that top 8. Not going to be easy for them. There's only one Prove Your Skill left, and they've got to get a lot of cups because there are not many cups left to grab. Simple as that, really. So that's where we are, guys. I'm off. That's it. It's all over. It's finished. It's no more. Prove Your Skill number 5 is now completed here on Asia. Thank you all for popping in and watching. Big thank you to the mods for keeping the chat a beautiful, happy, and lovely place to be, and making you all focus on the game rather than anybody trolling or being toxic. Until the next time, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. If you're in Tuesday, it could be a Monday, it could be a Wednesday. I don't know where you are. And until the next time, guys, stay safe and have fun on the battlefield, because it's all about having fun. It's just a game at the end of the day. So until then, bye from me.